Greetings, comic friends. It has been a heck of a weekend here. We had two conventions going on. One, a smaller one, just a one-day thing here on Sunday, and then I'd say a medium-sized convention over Saturday and Sunday. So I hit the Saturday-Sunday one up on Saturday and the Sunday one today. It's a lot. It's a lot. Going to two different conventions, even though it's only 2 days. In my younger years, I'd go to a big convention and go like all 3 days. But I don't know, just it takes it out of me these days. There were no guests or anything. It was pretty much all vendors. One of them had like a cosplay contest thing or something, but no real like events other than that. Which is fine. That's kind of how I like it. I mostly like to go to conventions for the vendors and find stuff that I'm looking for. So that worked out well. Some would say it worked out too well. So let's see with what we came back with. Kind of all over the place. I got some run filler, some limited series, older limited series, some keys. But yeah, let's see what we got. So first, I'll just, in no real particular order, but picked up a run of Hulk Gray. So Loeb and Sale. They also, the same team that did Spider-Man Blue. I'd never read it, and someone had it for a really good price, 6 issues. I think it was like $10 or something. I couldn't say no since I didn't have it, never read it. Cheaper than even getting the trade, and I prefer individual issues over trade. So that was a nice little pickup, especially with my Hulk love going on. That sounds weird. Had Turok the Dinosaur Hunter 1 through 5. Little fun run there. I don't think I had the Turok 1, the Valiant Turok 1. And the number 1 in there is in really good shape, so again, it was like, actually this I think was $5 for these, so I couldn't say no to that. This one I was surprised at, but a nice little run of the first Dark Horse Aliens, all 6 issues. I have a number 1. The one I have is in I think it's a bit better condition than this, but I didn't have the 2 through 6. I'm not sure what I want to do with these. I've read it. I have it in the Aliens Omnibus, like little almost digest size, bigger than digest, but the Dark Horse Omnibus, the smaller ones. I have the first few of those of Aliens, so it's reprinted in there. So I've read it, but it was just I don't know. I saw it. I liked it, so I picked it up. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'll probably just actually sell it. Let's see. Terminator: The Burning Earth. I'm not a huge Terminator fan, but I did want this issue because this is the first Alex Ross work in comics. It is the full run. They had the full run, but I just wanted the one issue. But they're selling the whole run for probably cheaper than just what we're about at what the first issue goes for. So I'll just pick it up and I'll read it as well. But really, I just wanted the number 1. It's in really, really nice shape. This book, I don't understand why this book doesn't go for more, to be honest. I mean, nothing important story wise happens in it. I don't even know if this is the first Terminator comic. I don't really know enough about Terminator comics, but the fact that it's the first Alex Ross, and Alex Ross is Alex Ross. Before we dig into that, let's see. Let's go with some run fills here. Not a lot. Picked up a few Transformers for that Transformers run, so none of the really expensive later issues. 37, 42, and 47. Nothing major. I was real happy to see these. There's this vendor that I go to quite often. He has some good stuff. He always has good stuff, both sort of wall books and like older, like Silver Age and Bronze Age stuff. So I always check his stuff out, and he got some Submariners that I needed. He hasn't had any Submariners I needed for a while. I bought some from him a while ago, but he got a few more. So I got a 26. This 33 is actually a replacement. I had it, but it was in rough shape, and I had marked that I wanted to get it replaced, so that's a replacement for that. And 47 with Doom there. So 2 more to go to the actual getting the full run of Submariner, and 1 replacement. And I think I think this is replacing. I think this is it's a Submariner key. Is it the first Lyra? Or something? I don't quite remember. I just knew that I needed a replacement for it. But so next, so I want to make something very clear. I want to make something very, very clear, especially to Rob and Travis. I am not going for a full run of Incredible Hulk. Okay? Stop trying to pressure me. I finished the Spider-Man run. I'm good with that. I am not going for a full run of Incredible Hulk. That being said, I did buy like 55 issues of Incredible Hulk. But I'm not going for a run. I am absolutely, positively not going for a run. And anyone who says different is a liar, sorely misinformed. So, leave me alone. This was kind of cool. This Incredible Hulk and Wolverine. This actually reprints Hulk 180 and 181. You see 181 reprints all over the place. It's been reprinted a few times, facsimile editions and just regular reprints and things like that. But this has 180 and 181 both in it, which was kind of cool. So I picked that up. Also in there, but I have it set aside because I put it in a Mylar, because it's a very minor key, is the Hulk 212. This is the first appearance of the Constrictor. It's not a huge key, but it is a first appearance. So and there might be some other minor ones in there, like the first Gremlin or whatever, but I don't know. Anyway. But no. I'm not going for a Hulk run. No one can convince me otherwise. All right. The rest of this stuff, it ranges. It ranges from really cool stuff to okay stuff to whatever stuff. And no real particular order. Luke Cage Hero for Hire #2. So this is the second appearance of Luke Cage, but it's also the first appearance of Claire, who in the Marvel Netflix shows, Daredevil and Luke Cage shows up as kind of like the night nurse. But this is her first appearance in comics. A really undervalued book for what it is, for not just being the second appearance of Luke Cage, but that first appearance of Claire, played by Rosario Dawson. That's right. And the way that second appearances are heating up now, I'm surprised that this one doesn't go for more. So if you can find some copies of this, I suggest picking it up. I think it's undervalued. I didn't have one of these. So Sinner Takes All #3. It's the first appearance of the She-Venom, which it's so dumb that this is a valuable book at all, because nothing ever really happened with She-Venom, but it's a Venom thing, so people decided that it was crazy cool. There was a time I was focusing on getting all the Venom miniseries, and this kind of held me back because this one issue is worth more than a number of entire Venom miniseries. but I was able to get a good deal on it for a decent copy. So I'll fill the full run in so I can read it, and then I might continue back on getting all the Venom minis. I don't know. Why not? Let's see. Amazing Adventures, number 18. This is the first appearance of Killraven. Who cares? Besides me, evidently. But it's a nice looking copy of it. And again, I got a good deal. When I go to these local conventions, I'm dealing with people I deal with all the time, so they're willing to give me good deals. They'll work with me quite a bit. This is a book I've been looking for a while. So it's X-Men 115 or New X-Men 115. I don't know what, because it was just X-Men that switched over to the New X-Men. I don't know what the exact title is, but it's the first Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Made popular by what he was in the Deadpool movie. I really like that character. I really liked her in the Deadpool movie. It's not a pricey book. It's not super rare. It's just I hadn't come across one, so I was happy to see that. She Devil with a Sword, Red Sonja number 1. Not a valuable book. You know, I don't go for like value and things like that. I like to get things that I think are cool. This is not the first appearance of Red Sonja, which I don't even think I have the first Marvel appearance of Red Sonja. But I thought this was a really cool cover, with her kneeling down, getting in the gold with the skeleton behind, and it was a cheap book, and I thought it was a cool thing to have, so I picked it up. Not specking or anything. Sometimes you just buy things because you like them. Mind blown. Really? Collecting things for you, and not for flipping. Iron Man 170. So this is when James Rhodes becomes Iron Man. He was not before he was War Machine, but he took on the role of Iron Man for a while. I think while Tony was dealing with alcoholism, I think was the reason for that. But again, another really cool cover with him kind of in the shadows, either putting on or taking off the helmet. I assume putting on, because this is where he starts being Iron Man. Again, it's not a spec. It's not anything like that. Just because I'm getting something, don't think you have to go out and get them. It's something that I saw that like that's a cool issue. I would like that. Richard Dragon Kung Fu Fighter number 5. This is the first Lady Shiva. This was again. It's in good shape, and got a good deal on it. Didn't have it, so I picked that up. Sometimes I like dumb fun stuff, so I got the official No Prize book. I have like the Fumetti book, that weird little Marvel bullpen stuff. Like it's all like inside Marvel jokes and things. They don't do stuff like that anymore, and I think it's fun. So I saw that and I picked that up. See, another Luke Cage number 19. So this is the first appearance of Cottonmouth. I also noticed if there's one thing Luke Cage likes to do, it's bust through walls. Look at that. Busting through walls in yellow shirts. That's what, if there's one thing we know about Luke Cage and his hobbies, he likes to put on that yellow shirt and bust through some walls in the exact same pose. I just thought it was funny. Let's see. X-Force number 19. So I think this is the first appearance of Copycat. Is it 20? No, or is it 18 where she's like the first Copycat, and this is first Copycat as Copycat? Because like she was faking being Domino. I don't remember how it goes. Anyway, it's one of those Copycat keys. And not that Copycat's an important character by any means, but I don't know. It was cheap and I didn't have it. Let's see. This one I'm curious to see what I can do with by working on it. But it's Journey into Mystery number 119. So this is the first appearance of the Warriors 3. I'm not a huge Thor fan. I never really have been. I like Thor, but I've never really super gotten into Thor. And I always knew about, like, the Warriors 3 or whatever, but when the movies came out, I got more exposure to Thor. Like, hey, the Warriors 3, it's pretty fun. So, first appearance of the Warriors 3. This book needs some work. I got it knowing I was going to have to put some work into it. It looks like there's definitely a lot of cleaning that needs to be done, but there's also some sort of weird indentation going along here. I doubt you might be able to see a little bit, but it's almost like it's crimped. It's crimped along there. So I'm hoping I can clean that up and press it out. We'll see. If not, I can't. But because it's pretty deep. Either way, I'm happy with it. I'll be that much happier if I can get that worked out. Superman Adventures number 5. So this is the first appearance of Livewire. I mean, to be honest, I don't really care that much. So this was kind of those. It was in really good shape and for a good price. Maybe I'll hang on to it. Maybe I'll sell it. Maybe I'll run into someone who's looking for it. I'm like, hey, I have one. You can, whatever. I don't know. We'll see. Haven't decided on that one yet. This one I was pretty excited to see. Super Mario Brothers number 1. This is from Valiant. So I think this is like this. I don't know how this works, because this is a 1991, but I think there was a 1990 Super Mario Brothers number 1 as well. But this one is quite a bit more rare, and I was pretty excited to see it, and it was for a really good price. Let's see this next one, Captain America number 115. This isn't a key of any kind. It's just a really, really cool cover. So Red Skull holding up the cosmic cube with Captain trapped inside. That's so cool. I really, really like this cover. I may have overpaid a little bit for it. I think it's priced a little higher than what it's worth. But it's in really good shape. And the person I bought with, I do a lot of business with them, so it's like, you know what? Okay. And it was part of a bigger deal, so I was kind of okay with it. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and work on this and send it in to get it slabbed, just so I can hang it up on the wall. And it's not a key. It's not a super valuable book or anything. It's just a really cool cap cover. Speaking of cap, got a Captain America number 354. So this is when John Walker becomes U.S. agent, which, if you've been watching the Falcon and Winter Soldier show on Disney Plus, this is an important book now. So This is another one of those books where I don't really know what I'm going to do with. Don't get me wrong, I've been enjoying that show a lot, and I think the John Walker stuff is done really well and really interesting. But as far as comics go, I didn't care about John Walker then. I don't really care about him now. I won't say I don't care about John Walker. John Walker is an interesting character in the comics as well. I don't know if I care about him enough to warrant what these books are going for now. So, it was one of those things where I saw it. It was a good deal. It was in great condition. So I picked it up. So I could decide later. Like, if I decide to keep it, I'll keep it. Fine. If I decide I don't want it, I don't think I'll have a problem getting rid of it. So, there's no real risk in picking it up, And then the last one I got is, should have put this. It's always been sitting in this bag for a while, especially that older stuff. When it sits in the same bag, you get that wrinkle that soaks in sort of the whatever. So Fantastic Four number 66. So this is the cameo of him, who becomes Adam Warlock. This is probably another book that I might have. I think it was priced a little bit higher than what it should be, but again, it was someone I've done business with quite frequently. He's always treated me very, very well. It was part of a bigger deal, so some of the other stuff that I got kind of absorbed the deals I got on other stuff, sort of absorbed the cost of this, or what I think it was priced over. But that being said, it's also a very, very nice copy of it. So I mean, it's probably. And I will send this in just because it is in good shape. I mean, it might be a 6, 7, somewhere around there is sort of my estimate as it sits. And I don't know. It's a cool cover. I'm guessing that's Alicia Masters. I'm not really sure. I have not read this book, but I don't know. Anyway, it was there. It caught my eye. I put it into this one dealer that I deal with often. The majority of what I spent was all with this one dealer. I put together a really big thing, and he treated me really well, like he always does. But that's what's nice about these small shows, right? You go to the big shows and it's full of people you've never seen before. But the small shows where it's the same people coming back and back again and again, you're able to build reputations with them, and you treat each other well, and it ends up being a mutually beneficial relationship. So he's definitely one of those people. So that was it. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of keys. I mean, this is my key stack, right? This is my sort of one-off. Well, maybe not. No, that's not true. Some stuff snuck in there. Some other stuff snuck in there. But still a lot. Damn. I'm gonna get there. All right. This is the key stack, right? That's pretty good. And if I threw in the Terminator Burning Earth 1 and the Aliens 1, I mean, those are both keys. They're just in the limited series pile, but that's a good chunk of stuff. Some which I may end up just reselling. Again, it was the John Walker, the Livewire, the run of Aliens. They were all things. Whereas, like, I don't know if I want this for myself. I might, but if I end up not wanting to, I don't think I'll have a problem getting rid of it. So it just seemed like no risk just to go ahead and pick them up. So, but let's see. You may see some of these very soon. The spine sliders, we have an auction coming up this Tuesday, as this Tuesday as of the recording of this. So it's April 20th, 2021, 8:15 Central on Creamer and Cash is YouTube channel. So check us out there if it hasn't happened already. And you might see some of this stuff up there. I don't know. Still thinking about it. We'll see. But that's it. Let me know, how you've been doing at conventions. Have you had any local or bigger ones? I'm dead center in the country, in the Midwest. Don't get a lot of really big conventions that are close, so I have to deal with the smaller ones, which again usually turn out pretty good because you can create those relationships with people. And I do enjoy that, not just for the benefits, but being able to make connections with people and talk with them about comics, which I love to do. I spent a lot of time at that one person's booth, not just going through stuff and making deals and whatnot, but we were chatting back and forth. How's He was asking me about pressing business. I was asking him about his convention circuit and all that, and the way things are going at that. And I talked about the ASM run that I completed and whatnot. But you get to know people and make those connections and friendships, which is really cool. So yeah, all those the miniseries, the fills for Submariner and Transformers, the random big chunk of Hulk books that's not for a Hulk run whatsoever. It was a good weekend. I'm exhausted though, and I probably need to go take a nap. So I'm gonna think about that. But anyway, again, let me know what you think. Let me know how you've been doing at conventions lately, or anything else. I don't know. How you doing? What's your favorite food? Let's chat. I don't know. That's it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all that fun stuff. And of course, as always, don't forget to make yours Titan. This video was brought to you by Titan Comic Pressing. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Titan Comic Pressing LLC.